What's up guys, Saf here on SuperSaf TV, and I'm literally drowning in boxes, and that's because it's unboxing time. Mystery unboxings of cool tech and whatever else has been sent to the open address. If you guys want to send something yourselves for a future episode, that address will be in the description below. Also in the description below will be links to all of the products featured in today's episode, and we have a lot to get through. This is actually the second episode this month, just because we've had so many boxes. Let's get straight to it. Right, so the first product we'll be looking at is the Stockwell II portable speaker from Marshall. Big thanks to Marshall for sponsoring this video. Now, this is one of 3 new speakers launched by Marshall recently, and it's the smallest of the bunch, but it definitely packs a punch. That rhymed, and it wasn't even planned. It was good, wasn't it? Anyway, let's get it unboxed. Here it is. As well as the speaker, you do get some paperwork as well as a USB Type A to USB Type C cable. Thumbs up for USB Type C. Let's take a closer look at the speaker. Now this looks really slick. I really do like everything that comes from Marshall. We've got a silicone exterior and we've got solid metal grills on the front as well as on the back. Now one of the key features of the Marshall Stockwell II is the battery life. You've got 20 hours plus of portable playback time. And what I really like is the fact that you've got a proper battery indicator at the top. Not only that, you also get quick charging. So if you do want to top this up quickly, 20 minutes charge is going to give you around 6 hours of playback. So battery life really is not going to be a problem here. Let's go ahead and hook this up and test out the sound. We're now connected. It's got a lot of sound for the size. Now you do get multi-directional sound, and that's because we've got 3 Class D amplifiers that power the subwoofer. And you also have front and rear facing tweeters. I'm gonna put this all the way. I'm gonna turn this around so you can hear it on my mic. All right. It's actually pretty late here, and I think my neighbors are gonna complain, so I'm gonna turn it back down. Now we also have Bluetooth 5.0, which means you're going to be able to get range of up to 30 feet. And it also means that you're going to be able to have multi-host support, so you can have 2 devices connected to this at the same time. Size-wise, as you can see, it's definitely quite portable. It's going to be easy to take around with you. And you've got IPX4 water resistance, so if you do get a bit of a splash on this, that's not going to be a problem. If you want to pick this up or find out more, there's going to be a link in the description below. Next up, we've got a big box from Laut. Let's see what... Okay, that's a lot of stuff. We've got a bunch of Apple Watch straps. We've got some iPhone cases as well as some iPad Pro cases. Let's check these out. So that's a lot of Apple Watch straps. We've got a whole variety here, lots of genuine leather versions. We've got some stainless steel versions. I'm quite liking these steel loop ones. I don't actually have any of those. We've got some Oxford watch strap style ones. So many. I don't even know where to start. They're all compatible with series 1, 2, 3, and 4. And there's definitely a lot of variety here. I'll definitely be checking them out. I'm usually quite boring and have my standard strap, but now I will be mixing things up. And then we've got some Hooks cases for the iPhone XS Max. These are hybrid cases. So we've got a hard material at the back and we've got a soft material towards the sides. And we've got a bit of a marble texture on a lot of these, which does look quite unique if you're into that. And finally, some folio cases for the iPad Pro, 12.9 inch. This one's really nice. It's got a soft fabric material on here. And they both have 2 stand positions. That's a lot of stuff. Thank you, Laut, for sending all of this over. Right, next pack. All right, it's a smartphone. This, of course, is the Xiaomi Black Shark 2. I have checked out the Black Shark Hilo previously, but this is the first time I'm going to be checking out the Black Shark 2. And this has just been released recently here in the UK, and it comes in at quite an affordable £480. So that's pretty good for a gaming device. My device also has a few accessories. So we've got the game pads for both the left and right hand sides, as well as a case. Let's check this out. So inside the box, as well as the device, you do get a clear case. You get a SIM card ejector tool, some paperwork, as well as some stickers, a quick charge 4.0 fast charger, I don't have a cable with mine for some reason. I think that's just something that's missing mine, but your version will also come with a cable. Now, taking a look at the phone, I can actually see that it's got SuperSaf engraved on here, so nice one for that. And it's got quite a unique look. It definitely does look like a gaming device. We've also got RGB lighting, which we can customize. Now, I'm not sure if you can see that lighting up because we're in a very bright studio, but I'll throw over some B-roll. That does look very slick. It's got a 6.39-inch AMOLED display with HDR, and they're saying it's got the world's lowest latency for touch. Now, I'm not much of a gamer, so I can't really tell you the full experience of this, but for that price point, that's very impressive. Powering this is the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset with up to 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. Now, as well as that, you do have direct touch multi-layer cooling, so performance is something that they've really looked at here on the Black Shark 2. 4000 mAh battery with quick charging, so you can get a top up of around 60% in just 30 minutes. And cameras, 48 megapixel primary camera, 12 megapixel secondary camera, as well as a 20 megapixel front-facing camera. Now let's go ahead and put on these controllers. So with that case, you're going to be able to slide in these controllers. So you can connect these on, and this is going to give you a lot more precision when gaming. But if you do connect the Black Shark 2 to a display, you're going to be able to use these wirelessly too. A very interesting product, and I think if you are somebody who's after a gaming phone, at this price point, this is very, very competitive. Right, next, we have some Wi-Fi cameras, and there's a lot of brown tape on this. So two smart home cameras from the Yale Smart Living range. One is an all-in-one outdoor camera, and the other is an indoor Wi-Fi camera. Now here are both cameras. The outdoor camera does have a very long USB cable, so you're gonna be able to get this hooked up. And then we've got the indoor camera, which is quite compact. You've got all of your connections and all your mounts inside the boxes. And looking at some of the features that you have with both cameras, the outdoor camera is waterproof, IP65. It's got 110 dB siren alarm, so you're gonna be able to set off an alarm as well if needed. There's a built-in 160 lumen spotlight, and you've got motion detection alerts sent straight to your smartphone. Both of these have full HD 1080p recording, and you can view the camera live, stream anytime, anywhere. So wherever you are, you can just log into your app and take a look at what's going on. Or if you've got a motion alert and you want to see what's going on, you can do that. I really like smart home cameras, especially like this, which is so easy to set up on your Wi-Fi network. I'll definitely be setting these up in my house, and I'll let you know how I get on. Another box. What do we... Oh, cool. So we have some accessories here from Unique. I don't know if that's how you say it, but it's a double U for Unique London. We firstly have a mains charger, which has support for Qualcomm Quick Charge 3.0. And this has quite a few connections. So we've got 2-pin if you're in the States. We've got the 3-pin if you're in the UK. And then we've also got the 2 circular pins if you are in Europe. So you're covering all bases here. And you have one USB type A output as well as one USB type C. So that's definitely going to be quite handy. Next up, we have some cases. So we've got a case here for the S10 Plus. So we now have my Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus here. We've got some space for some credit cards. Now it definitely is quite thick, but if you are after a folio case like this where you're going to be putting your credit cards, then I guess you're not going to mind this. But what's interesting about this is that you can detach this like that. So you can now have a much more compact case, and this still has space for credit cards here at the back. And once it's like this, you're also going to be able to use wireless charging, an interesting concept to be able to switch. And we've also got a hard shell case for the iPhone XS Max. Right, I think I know what this is because of the size of it. I think you can just about see this in the top-down camera. This is the Manfrotto Pro Light Reloader Spin 55. I absolutely love these kind of bags. They make carrying around your camera gear so much easier. I've screwed my back up like over the years from carrying so much heavy kit. And I'm so glad I got one of these. It's got a hard case on the outside, which is really nice. So that's really gonna protect everything that's inside. Now you've got a few of the configurations that you can have in here. Of course, you can customize what's in here because there's lots of different compartments. So let me just show you. So all of these different compartments are Velcro, so you can customize them as you like. So you can even have half for your camera gear and half for other things. But what's really cool about this is that this compartment actually comes out. So if you've got all of your camera gear in here and maybe you're thinking, you know what, I want a bit of a break, I don't want to take my camera with me, you can still use this as a roller suitcase. And this is the approved size for carrying luggage, so you can take it around with you everywhere. And on the outside, you've got a compartment for which you can put in your laptop. So you're covering all bases on here. It's going to be able to easily fit everything that you need. There's also a TSA approved lock, so you're not going to have to go out and get a separate lock or anything. And finally, because this is a 4-wheel roller, you can spin it around with ease, and it's going to make your life so much easier. I cannot recommend these enough. If you're somebody who's a photographer, videographer, instead of carrying things around on your back, get one of these and it's going to make your life so much easier. Thank you so much, Manfrotto, for sending this over. Next up, we have it's a Dashcam. So this is the 70My Smart Dashcam Pro, which has a very tight box. Ooh, nice. So you've got a pretty large LCD display. You've got a camera that you can rotate, which is definitely nice. And it comes with all of the different accessories to get you set up, including a long USB cable, as well as a USB cigarette lighter charger. It doesn't really have too much more information on here in terms of its specifications and what it can record, but I'm assuming it's gonna be able to do 1080p, and it does look pretty cool. Next, we've got a light up notification case from Icon Case. Right, it says on here, press the power button, turn on Bluetooth on the iPhone, tap icon case to pair. Enjoy it. I now have it paired to my iPhone and I'm gonna try to call it. Can you see that? Alright, that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if you can see that in the lighting, but it's actually got a custom logo. So it's got my S from SuperSaf, and that is now pulsing while I'm receiving call. That's really cool. I'm not sure if it's gonna give other notifications depending on what's come through, because this is connected via Bluetooth and I don't really have any other information. And apparently this is going to charge when you're wirelessly charging your iPhone. So you can just put this on a wireless charger, as well as charging your iPhone, it's also going to charge this case up. So an interesting case, something quite different. And I think that's what we have time for this episode of Unboxing Time. Remember, if you want to pick up any of the items featured in this video, those will all be linked in the description below. If you want to send something for a future episode, that address will also be in the description below. Is there anything that you'd like me to cover in more detail that was featured in today's video? Definitely let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then do hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you haven't already, then be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. We've got lots more fun content coming up on here. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on SuperSaf TV, and I'll see you next time.